The idea came in the last big corporate job I had when the marketing department were just really not understanding the concept of selling, because marketing and sales marketing are two very different things. And I've worked with marketing people for a long time. They understand how to send out marketing emails, but they don't really get sales marketing. And I said to the marketing team, you're in sales. They went, no, we're in marketing. I said, no, everybody works in sales. And that almost became an internal thing in the business where everybody works in sales. And, the CEO works in sales, and the people in the marketing department work in sales, and everybody works in sales. And it's very important people understand that, because sales is the foundation of your business. And without sales, you don't have a business.
Absolutely, because you can have the best product and strategy, but unless you're actually selling, it's irrelevant. And if you've got the right people on board that understand how to sell, the adage of it's going to sell itself, I think you're probably going to be naive unless you've got the new gold, which is unlikely. And these unicorns that everyone's chasing, I mean, that's the whole thing. Everyone's chasing the unicorn. It doesn't exist. It's very, very rare that you're in a situation where the phone is ringing and people are calling to buy your stuff without you having to do anything. That's not selling. That's order taking, right?
It is. And even ourselves, we run our own business. And I'm fortunate enough, after the first 18 months of my business, despite all the expertise I had, it was really difficult. The phone was not ringing the first 18 months of my business. That shocked me. And I had to almost start prospecting again, which is kind of strange. You think, I'm too old to prospect. I have too much experience, and ego and pride get in the way. But now I prospect every day, without exception, 1 hour a day. That's why business has gone from struggling to a business now that is successful, where I can pay the bills, where I can grow my business, where I've got another member of staff now. This has all happened because I understand the sales process. And more importantly, I do something most people don't do, which is I prospect every day, but I prospect properly as well.
Yeah, interesting. And I guess you're actually practicing what you're preaching, right? Because you're advising and coaching people and mentoring people how to become more successful. And there's a temptation to fall down the builder working on his own house syndrome, where you don't nurture your own business. So it's great that you've been able to instill that in yourself and really take your core values and make sure you live them every day yourself. Speaking to the business, obviously the nature of what you do, yes, can be done virtually on like this. I'm imagining there was a big proportion that was face to face. So how's that been impacted for you over the last 6 months?
It's had a massive impact. I lost about 90% of my business in March 2020 when lockdown took place. And that was terrifying. I mean, when you lose 90% of your business within about 48 hours, it's scary no matter who you are. And I think the only advantage I had was I've been through 2 recessions before. That's how old I am. So I've been through 2 recessions. So I knew how to prepare myself for it. And the second thing was I've been on enough Tony Robbins courses, business courses. As you can see from this library back here, these books are not for show. These are books I study and learn and make notes from. So I put together a brand new plan. And my big corporate clients who I do LinkedIn training with and sales training with, most of them went on furlough, and one of them lost his job. That was my corporate training gone overnight. I was speaking at 3 business events between April and June, gone overnight. So I'm like, okay, what do I do here? Because I have a mortgage to pay, I have businesses to pay, and my daughter's at university. So I put together a plan, very old-fashioned, get a notepad, pen and paper, and think, hey, what are the top 10 things I have to do right now? And one of them was I got to finish off my second sales book, which I released from July to April. That was the smartest thing I did. Second thing was I launched a podcast, because podcasts are growing so fast. All these little things I just did, just a different way of sales training. It wasn't corporate, it wasn't speaking events, but podcasts, you're still training people. In a book, you're still training people. Speaking at webinars, you're still training people. It's just a different platform. That's all.